Hi there, it's Matt for Sound on Sound at the AES New York show. I've reached the AEA ribbon microphone stand, and I'm here with the great Wes Dooley, who is introducing his Ku5A ribbon microphone here at the show. Now, we have seen a few of these before, haven't we, Wes? They were available earlier this year in limited quantities, is that right?
Well, we take generally in the 3 to 5 years to make a new product.
Sure.
So there's products around earlier on where we're saying, what do you think? That's when we first did the 44.
Yeah.
We got to the point where the guy who does John Murphy, all of John Williams' work, Star Wars, said, it sounds just like my 3 good 44s.
Right.
Because that was made for 20 years. We had been servicing them for 20 years. We knew kind of the range of difference. And that's where we came up with the C after I got through my cancer treatment and decided to keep myself busy so I could not hover over my 6 and 10-year-olds.
Yeah, sure.
So we do a long time thing.
Yes.
We've been doing this since '76 for servicing.
Of course.
We've been building the microphones. We started shipping. We showed them at the AES in '98. 99, we delivered the first pair in January, second pair. And so this is the same sort of slow rollout we always do. If it's not really good, we don't want to do it. And you learn stuff by putting out the first mics.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we work really closely with those people because I've been through cancer and all that stuff. So you guys tell me how it sounds.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can hear for ourselves. The mic we're recording into is the Ku5A.
Right.
And it's going to be available properly in full quantities at the end of November, is that right?
Right. We're shipping now.
Yes.
The first 8 months, we're hustling. Someone would order and we'd go, oh, okay, that will be about 8 weeks, we think we can deliver that. And that was how we originally did the 44s when we were totally a
same process,
servicing shop.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, when we have time, we'll build that.
Yeah, sure.
We're trying to get into the real world. We've been doing that for a while. But this one, we had so many people who said, oh, wow. Something I can use where I can suppress the room sounds as opposed to the figure 8s, which are absolutely superb for giving you the room sounds.
Sure.
And of course, Wally Hyder taught me that what you do if you want to make a great recording is you start with a great group of musicians, you put them in a room they like, you record from the moment anybody's there till nobody's there.
Yeah.
And you find out how good you are with microphones. And EQ and all that, don't do that.
I didn't know you worked with Wally Hyder. That's an interesting
I used to take care of the sound for the Troubadour, the Ice House, and the Ash Grove,
of course.
where they had a lot of acoustic music, because that's what I love.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we're into supplying mics on stage from Brandy Carlisle
that's where it started,
to Marty Stewart and the Fabulous Superlatives, if you've been watching the Ken Burns series.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So the mic we've got here, it'll be out at the end of November, and around about that time, there's going to be a Sound on Sound review as well. That one's currently in preparation. So this is really just a sneak preview of the mic, and hopefully you can hear for yourself the good quality it's at. What's it going to cost when it lands, Wes?
These are going to be $11.99.
Right.
The first months we sold them in 6 months,
at a reduced price, yeah.
Well, we always try to do an introductory price because there's no reason people should spend their money for something they don't know about.
Yeah, it's a good way to encourage them. Yeah.
The problem we found, and our marketing people said, well, why don't we get some more? We're selling mics. You know, you're making them, we're selling them.
Yeah.
Why don't we get more budget? Well, because we're selling them at $9.99, so all the money goes, that's the cost of making the mic.
I guess that
there's no
has
profit.
To come to an end sometime. So $11.99 the full price?
$11.99 set.
That's great. And come end of November, we're going to be able to get our hands on them. And we already have our hands on them, so.
We're shipping now.
Right.
And we're ramping up. And of course,
quantity,
we're specifically trying to be able to ship so everybody who wants them for Christmas can have a great Christmas present.
Great. We'll hopefully find one of these under the tree.
And you can go take a look if you want before that. They have a chance to read your review.
Yep.
There's some nice comments on Sweetwater, who did a lot of the original listening to things, giving us feedback. We do a lot of work with people. What do you think? in England, over in Wantage at Challow Park.
Yes, your partners there.
The guys have a huge, beautiful studio. Amy and Will have done, and they really loved our KU4, which we developed as the first modern non-figure eight.
Sure.
And we knew we were onto something when we loaned one to Steely Dan, who's here this week again at the Madison Square Garden. But back then, they had tried it across the country, and then they said, but it costs money.
Yeah.
And people give us mics for free. Well, they sent it back, and the next day, they called and told Sarah, our managing director, my favorite wife, here's Walter Becker's credit card. Here's what we'll be in a week when it gets back.
They couldn't live without it, right?
Well, it was that classic thing.
Yeah.
Like they are here. Some people who play really nice $25,000 saxophones exceedingly well.
Yes.
They go up and they do the downstage solos.
Sure.
And the first night, it was the KU4 as the downstage solo mic.
Right.
The second night, there was back to the one that they'd been using for years before.
Right.
And at the after parties, everybody came up and said the same thing. Matt, that was a great sax solo. I'm sorry the sound system broke.
Because the mic had gone away, right?
And it was the only thing that changed. And at the parties, it was like, what happened, guys?
I can see why they had to pay for a new one, yeah.
Well, they went back to, we don't have the money for that.
No.
And Walter finally said, we're in the music business. We're here to deliver the best we can to the audience. Here's my credit card.
Paid.
Get it back as soon as it gets back. I want that mic. And he bought a couple of our 84s for the back line, so it all sound the same.
Wow, okay.
Which is like, Leon Bridges, those are the mics they use for overhead drums.
Right.
They're using our overhead drum mics now on Brandy Carlisle, on Leon, and on Bonnie Raitt. We're just, we really like the chance to give people that sense of intimacy.
Yeah, sure.
And that's what these mics always did, was they didn't feel like anybody was yelling at you.
Yeah,
You got the dynamics, you got the thing, but the idea was from Franklin Delano Roosevelt's fireside chats
onwards
to the crooners who used the proximity effect.
That's uncanny.
All the stuff. It was the mic that if you wanted to talk in a trustworthy manner with people, you might use. And musicians, of course, from Bing Crosby owned his own on through, they used it so they weren't bellowing at you like the earlier stuff.
Sure.
That they were just there with you, and they opened the circle of musicians so that more people could participate.
But I guess, new technology, they're now much more hard-wearing than they used to be, and, so things have improved a great deal. We look forward to testing it out in the end of November. Thanks very much.
Well, it is back to the future.
Sure.
Because we rest on that 1936 44B that Les Paul here in town told me. That was the first great music mic.
All right, well, look, Wes, thank you very much for talking into the mic. Hopefully you've heard some of the quality of it. Thanks very much. Have a good show.
We can say hello to this one, too.
Go for it.
Yes, thank you here for coming to SOS Sports. Yeah. No, that's how it is. We have choices, and we make choices, and those choices, that's how our life goes.
Great stuff, Wes. Thank you very much.